Hello, I'm Oliver J. Nadstar, and welcome to Ghost Island Farm for the first backyard fighting event. Fighting will be Rusty the Giant Killer Gordon up against Tim Jeremiah Johnson for a 3-round match. The first round is a submission round with no time limit. The second is a 3-minute kickboxing round, in which punching, boxing, kicking are allowed. If the fighters go to the ground, the ref will restart the match. And the third and final round is an anything goes round, where the fighters can utilize any of the grappling or striking techniques. Let's go meet the fighters.
Hello, this is Sarah Crittenden from Backyard Fighting. I'm here talking with Tim Jeremiah Johnson as he prepares for his fight with Rusty the Giant Killer Gordon. Tim, tell us anything you know about Rusty Gordon.
Well, I know he's definitely a lot smaller guy than I am, but he also has trained a lot and knows a lot of technical things about fighting. So he's an opponent that needs respect, that deserves the respect in terms of fighting. Other than that, I think I've heard he's a nice guy and stuff like that. But he has my respect even though he's a smaller guy.
Interesting. The first round in this fight is a submission round. How do you feel, how's your confidence in this round?
Well, you know, the way I approach fighting and this round, any of these rounds, is, okay, you walk into the ring and whoever that person is, it's just another person trying to fuck with you, basically. And when that happens, it just, everything changes. It's like, okay, here's another guy trying to fuck with me. I'm just gonna put him down, like that. It's just, whoa, bam. So in the submission, there's no punches, but I feel like I could get him in a chokehold, cut off his oxygen, and he'll tap out.
Interesting. The second round, you get to use your punching and kicking skills. How do you feel about this round?
Well, punching and kicking, that's not my big, that's not my strong side. More wrestling is me. But I just think I can intimidate him and keep him out of the ring. I think I'm going to take the center. I'm going to keep him outside and just keep pushing him out. He's going to try and come in. He'll probably land some punches. And but I think I just keep him out of the ring. Just push him out of the ring. It's my space. I'm going to kick him out of my space.
All right. The third round, we culminate with all your skills together. And do you have any strategy for this round?
This one, I'm not really sure what's going to happen because of all things coming together. I haven't fought that way before, and maybe it'll end in a choke, or I'm not really sure how it's going to go. I feel confident about kicking his ass or just doing it, but I don't know. I don't want to be overconfident about it, but I feel pretty good going to this. I'm doing training right now. I feel like I'm in a good headspace. So even though I can't see exactly how it's going to happen, I feel like I'm ready, flexible, can move with what he brings to me.
All right. Tell me a little bit about the background behind your nickname, Jeremiah Johnson.
The Jeremiah Johnson. Well, that's from a movie by Robert Redford. Have you ever seen that movie?
No, I'm not familiar with that.
It's a great one. Everyone has to watch this movie if they get a chance. Robert Redford goes off into the mountains. He's kind of an outlaw, and he learns from animals, and there's old crazy people up there and teach him about living in the mountains and that kind of life. And that's what I'm into. I like that kind of wildness, things like that.
All right, Tim. It's been a good interview. Thank you very much, and good luck with your fight.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah. Hello, this is Sarah Crittenden with Backyard Fighting. I'm here talking with Rusty the Giant Killer Gordon as he prepares for his fight with Tim Jeremiah Johnson. Rusty, tell us about what you know about Tim Johnson.
I don't really know much about Tim. You know, he seems like a nice guy. He seems like a tough guy. I think he's going to make a real tough opponent.
Yeah, the first round we have a submission round. Do you have a strategy for this round in particular?
I feel pretty confident going into the submission round. I'm going to try to go in, get it to the ground, and submit him as quick as I can. I think the longer the fight goes on, the harder it's going to be for me to submit Tim. It being hot out and, you know, it gets sweaty and it gets real hard to put a submission hold on. And he's got better wind than I do, so I think the quicker I get the job done, the better.
Okay. The second round we go into kicks and punches only and without the submission rules. How does your strategy differ for this round?
Well, for the kickboxing round, I think I'm going to have to get inside with Tim. You know, him being tall, he has a long reach. I can't stay on the outside and fight him like that. I'm going to have to get inside and land some good shots. You know, I'm going to be attacking him with the legs and giving him something else to worry about, you know, down there. Maybe open up, you know, a couple of good shots for punches. And I think I'm going to win this round.
Okay. Sound confident about the second round. In the third round we have anything goes. No rules. You get to use all your skills. Do you feel more or less confident about this last round?
The last round, I think it's going to be similar to the kickboxing round. I think we're going to be a little cautious, you know, maybe standing on the outside, throwing a few punches. And I think as the fight goes on, we're both going to try to win the fight and, you know, possibly see a knockout or, you know, we'll probably be going to win the fight at that point. It'll pick up a little bit.
Sounds exciting. I understand that you're coming off of a training injury. Tell us a little bit about that, Rusty.
Well, I was kickboxing with a training partner, and I hurt bones, the little bones on the top of my foot, and I basically hadn't trained for the last 3 weeks, a month. But I just been training the past week or so and getting ready for this fight, and you know, no excuses. I'm going to be ready. My foot's healed up, and yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. Now, as an aside, the last thing I've been wondering about, Rusty, is your nickname. How did you get the nickname Giant Killer?
Well, I was sitting around with some buddies, talking about Tim Johnson, talking about my upcoming fight, and you know, him being the giant and, you know, being the small guy, and they started calling me the Giant Killer, and it's just kind of a joke, and I don't know how it, you know, got in here and all that, but that's basically what it's all about.
All right. Well, the best of luck to you, Rusty,
Thank you.
in your fight. And